No! Che cazzo?
Very cryptic.
Che cazzo?
I think it has a very original script. They involve so many thrilling elements, such as naming someone that's apparently not there, um, the character remembering things, and being just very afraid to come forward with what has happened. And in general, it just like you feel you are the hostage as well, and it's very well done. I like the setting. I like how they let you a bit of information with the newspaper clips, and it's just tragic, but it was very engaging, and I really enjoyed
I
it.
love the writing in this one. So much tension, eventually leading to the journal articles explaining the lead's past. The performances of the cast are excellent, notably the lead, who is so desperate and unhinged. The disheveled location is so appropriate too, which mirrors the kidnapper's mind. The makeup and prosthetics were excellent as well. Great job.
Great short thriller. I love the fact that it started off with such a dramatic scene and it cut right to the title. And then from there on, you were just kind of wondering why this supposed protagonist is struggling with what you would believe is the most obvious decision, which is bringing the guy back into the hospital just to get help. So it really does take you into this ride of just wondering why this is happening and why the decision is so hard. Like, what is it about him and his situation that makes it hard to help who's injured? And then having the police come in and exposing what actually happened in such a subtle way too is so great. It just having news article titles and not having to explain this whole backstory was enough to really wrap the idea up and to really explain what was happening, but with just 2 sentences. So the structure of how everything kind of played out was just done really well and really smart. And yeah, the filming itself was really fun to watch. It was really exciting to kind of look back and realize that I don't think I personally connected the dots until later on after hearing or seeing what happened. So yeah, really good job
It was
overall.
a really, intense thriller piece. I just want to say this is like such a small note, but I think, or it honestly was like praise. If you wanted this, I don't know if it had any sponsors, if you had anyone influencing this, those opening shots where it was the Spedka and the Jameson and I think it was a Mercedes at the beginning, that would be like the perfect ad shot. If that ever comes up in the future, I think that was like, it was very visually pleasing, and it stuck with me through the entire piece. On the other hand, I think, having it be black and white during like an interrogation, it's very useful, and it kind of sets the tone of like, this is what is right, this is what is wrong. I'm asking you questions. You either know it or you don't. Just kind of that idea. It gives it kind of a noir feeling. And it was just really, it was suspenseful to watch, but never to the point where I was like, okay, this is too much. Like, I need to turn away. Overall, it was really entertaining. And I think shooting in black and white really helped this piece, and it was just a very enjoyable watch.
I thought the cinematography was great, as well as the set design. I especially liked the shots of like the plate of food and then the shots of the shadows of the chains on the wall. I thought that was super like unsettling. I thought it was an excellent use of black and white to kind of heighten the tension in the story. And although I don't speak much Italian, I still had a, general understanding of what was going on, which was just a testament to your guys' visual storytelling abilities. I was really impressed with the prosthetics as well. I thought that was really cool. The music was really good at heightening the mood, and I thought the actors overall gave really impressive performances, so great job.
It's a very intense film. First of all, I love the black and white cinematography. It looked beautiful. It was just very crisp, and yeah, it just looked great. The film looked amazing. The 2 main actors and everybody in the police who showed up at the end, everybody, the actors all did a wonderful job. Everybody was very real, very intense. They all read of history and experience in a very good way. I liked that, we were in this very intense situation, and, we knew there was going to be a secret reveal at some point, and then it's, of course, a very shocking and ironic secret that is brought to us at the end, so it was a good payoff there at the end. Excellent work in all ways on this. It was good editing, good pacing. Like I said, great cinematography and great acting. Very well directed. A good script, a good idea, a good payoff, a good shock, a good delivery there. So and I love the title too. The title was very cool, and I love how it paid off at the end there. So great job on this. I hope it gets out there and gets seen, because you did an excellent work.
Reminded me of a few films while I was watching it. The guy waking up and seeing himself chained up with his leg cut open was like the opening scene of Saw. The setting of it being in an abandoned warehouse kind of reminded me of Reservoir Dogs, and the protagonist's internal conflict, especially when he's talking to his daughter Ariana, felt reminiscent to the dynamic between Norman Bates and his mom. And you do get the feeling that the protagonist is very conflicted throughout. He's very upset when he runs the guy over, but then he decides to chain him up to a chair. He offers him painkillers, but won't treat his wound. He says he won't hurt him, but he also won't let him go. It's a great way that the film blurs the line between him being a good person and a bad person. So that way, in the end, you do feel sorry for him, even though he had it coming.
Their performances conveyed everything that you'd ever want, and I think that, I like the choice for it to be black and white, and like one location, it was giving me kind of like Reservoir Dogs vibes, just with like, the interrogation scene and the knife and the back and forth, and yeah, I just think overall it was a really interesting short film that it definitely holds your attention for the 12 minutes or however long it runs. I would love to see what the filmmakers did if they sank their teeth into something a bit larger.